Hello there, the angel from my nightmares. If you're like us and grew up in the 90s, then you listen to Blink-182, Sum 41, Green Day, Weezer, Sublime. Am I missing any? Lit.
Yeah, you're
Yeah, that's copyrighted right there just by being mouthed.
probably.
Instantly come in, slits our throat. Anyways, Blink-182 10 days ago released a new song. I don't know why. They just did it. All these
Because
old bands.
why not?
I thought they were retired. I don't know.
This was my stuff back in the day. Like all the bands you named. I don't know if you said Green Day,
Yeah.
Bowling for Soup, Good Charlotte. Like this was my shit. If I need like a good hype up, this is like, I don't know what the specific channel is. It might be like Sum 41 actually even channel and on Pandora, and it plays like all these similar artists, and I crank that and I'm like, let's get stuff done. Love it. I'm super psyched that they came out with a new song. I saw them in concert, gosh, probably like a little over 10 years ago, and it was so much fun.
What's my age again? What's my age again?
You were just waiting for me to stop talking so you could belt that out.
Yeah, it was in there. It was right in there.
Is that like the smell that was like you burning of having to keep that held in for so long?
Yeah.
You're like, please stop talking. I really need to let this out.
I really need to let it go. That was a classic.
Yeah, it was. We'll just let them do it because they do it.
Are you excited?
I'm super excited.
Strangers.
He's a dad now.
Strangers into brothers. From brothers into strangers once again. We saw the whole world, but I couldn't see the meaning. I couldn't even recognize my friends.
Oh, this is sad.
Older, but nothing's any different. Right now feels the same, I wonder why. I wish they told us it shouldn't take a sickness or airplanes falling out the sky. Do I have to die to hear you miss me?
Wow, look at that.
Do I have to die to hear you say goodbye? I don't wanna act like there's tomorrow. I don't wanna wait to do this one more time. One more time. One more. One more time. One more time. I miss you. Took time, but I admit it. It still hurts even after all these years. And I know that next time
I'm enamored. Sorry, we're not pausing.
I know, me too.
I gotta say I love you while we're here. Do I have to die to hear you miss me? Do I have to die to hear you say goodbye? I don't wanna act like there's tomorrow. I don't wanna wait to do this one more time. One more time. One more. One more time. One more time. One more time. One more time. One more. One more time. One more time. One more time. I miss you.
Aww.
What's that edging video?
I was just gonna say that looks like another.
Is there another? Did we get two? Yeah, and then some 41 did something too. Like, did all these old bands be like, hey, let's just put out a new song?
I hope so.
They're all probably best buds too, I bet. Some 41, Blink-182, I bet they're best buds.
It could be.
Like 100%.
Maybe.
What'd you think of that song? That was really cool.
It was really cool. It was really cool to see them do something new. Because like I said, I like really loved them back in the day. It was kind of like slower and more, I don't know, emotional.
Yeah,
I think than I was expecting. Yeah, meaningful. I was expecting something kind of more like upbeat and, you know, like
old Blink-182?
like What's My Age Again type vibes. Yeah. So it was a little bit shocking, but it was really good. It was like, I liked how they had the background, you know, of like all their old stuff, and it was showing like album covers and like all the things like that, and then it had the flashbacks of them.
Old music videos, and then like Warped Tour 99, let's go.
Yeah.
That was so cool.
This was really interesting.
Yeah, this is
I feel like I'm still processing it. It was like I was trying to take everything in.
We're still processing. This is one of Taylor's favorite bands of all time, so there's a lot to digest. That was awesome though.
Yeah, it was.
They look old as shit, but that's okay.
I know it's weird seeing them because obviously, like, we've all gotten older. I don't look the same as I did when I was like super hardcore into listening to them, but it's weird like seeing them older as well. It's like I'm picturing them the same way I saw them like back then. You know what I mean? And obviously it's not realistic, but it's weird being like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Seeing them, I'm like, we're all getting older, but like they're still putting out awesome music, which is really cool.
You idolize them for so many years, and you just have that, you know, because it's such an impactful thing. And what's amazing is that we got to live through their rise and success. And even when they were done, and like Travis is in the media, like they've always been kind of like still relevant.
Yeah.
Even though they weren't putting out music. And you could say the same about like Metallica and stuff. You know, you just kind of, they pop up here and there, and you're like, oh, yeah.
Yeah, they're not like somebody that you forgot about, that you're like, oh, I used to listen to them, but like, who are they again? I know, I'm like picturing, like, I had this Blink-182 shirt that I wore to school like once a week when I was in like 7th grade, and I'm like picturing like their young little faces and me wearing that as like a 13-year-old, and now I'm like, they're like dads.
They're dads now. They've all grown up. We've grown up.
Yeah.
And it just brings back like better times. It brings back the nostalgia. There's like that nostalgic piece to it. But it also like floods me with memories of like, you know, when you didn't have these goddamn adult responsibilities, when life was just, and like life growing up back then in the 90s compared to now, 1,000 times better.
Yeah. If I could go back and like make sure things never changed from then to now. Yeah. Totally would.
And I blame TikTok and technology. These kids are missing out on going outside and playing with dirt. So bye.
Bye.